Hey YouTubers, how you guys doing tonight? I'm all right. I'm tired, but I did promise a video on Gemini women, basically the woman, but Gemini is Gemini, no matter how you look at it. They are adaptable, mutable air. Okay, so they have a lot of qualities similar to the Virgo woman, and they're like divas, the Gemini, depending on if the twin comes out or not, okay? Gemini can be tomboyish, okay? And it doesn't matter if they're being tomboyish or not, you still better bow down because they're the divas, okay? Gemini likes to communicate because they are ruled by Mercury. Okay, so they can talk a lot to you, okay, but you got to be about something. You got to be talking about something. You got to give them a reason to want to be talking to you, and they're very intellectual. The Gemini, very intellectual, and they can figure you out before you even had a chance to do anything, like or really converse with them. They've already sat down and, you know, all in their head though, okay? Because that's just what Gemini does. And a lot of people, Gemini gets a bad rap because a lot of people are like, oh, they're two-faced, you know, because what they don't understand is that Gemini is relatable and they can relate to others. Like, they might have mutual friends, okay? And the Gemini in question could be, you know, having a conversation with the one friend, and she's like, oh yeah, you know, yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, she's agreeing, and yeah, she was wrong for that. Yeah, you know. And then when she gets with the other one, and they're talking about the other one, and she'll be like, yeah, I get it. You know, yeah, she was wrong for that. But it's not that she's being two-faced. It's just that she can understand both perspectives, both, and because she can. She's going to communicate about it. She's going to talk about that. And she, you know, that's just how she is. And Gemini could, listen, Gemini, okay, Gemini can be somewhere with you, just say out to dinner. And you could be eating dinner. And the next thing you know, here comes the twin. Okay, and now they're ready to go. Okay, because the twin may not like you very much. Okay, so yeah, Gemini can be a little bit, you know, different. I like to say different. Okay, Gemini can be a little bit different, but it's only because they're misunderstood. Okay, they have so much going on in their minds, and they like to keep busy. They don't want no bum. Like you can't be, like, romantic wise, you can't be a dud. Okay, at all, because they're gonna get bored of you, and once they're bored of you, they're gonna be looking for escape route. All right, but it's hard to come to know the Gemini woman because she's so reserved, and there's two of them, two personalities inside, and sometimes it seems like that there's more than that. Okay, so she can have a whole conversation in her mind with the twin. You won't know what's going on. To you, she lost her doggone mind. Like, what? You know? But as far as friendships go, Gemini, they just don't like a bunch of crap. You know what I mean? Like, they really don't. I mean, it depends on if you come to know both. If you come to know the twins, then you won't have a problem with Gemini at all, because you know as soon as they turn, you know, Dr. Jekyll Hyde, you'll be able to relate to that one. But a lot of people can't, because either they'll get away from the Gemini because they don't believe that they can, you know, have a, you know, good friendship with them because of the flip-flop. But if you are like their guy, and she really opens up to you, she'll let you come to know the twin, and you'll be able to do good things in the relationship with her. She likes to, she wants to be courted. She wants to be taken care of. Like I said, she's a diva. Like down inside of her, she's a diva. Like it's tomboy or not. Okay? She's a stone cold. All right? She's a diva. And like I said, intellectual. She got to be busy. Like Gemini got to keep doing something. She wants to be productive. All right? And what else can I say about my Geminis? Gemini, boy, they having one personality is enough, you know, for most people. But then to have that duo, it can be a lot, and it can be a lot on like close friends and relatives as well, because if you haven't taken the time. Gemini is not going for shit, okay? I'm gonna let you know right now, okay? As soon as you vex their mind, you know, because like I said, they're ruled by Mercury. So as soon as they get it in their mind that they want to do something, or if they've already thought about like the consequences of everything, of their actions, and they already thought about like what you can do if they did, like if they just wanted to haul off and bust you in your face or something, like they already thought about what you could do. You could call the police, you can go get somebody, and then, you know, they're gonna be ready for whoever you got and whatever you got. They done already worked it all out all the way around you. Like it's like, oh my God, you know, with the Gemini. But they like to do stuff, and they like to do fun stuff. You really just cannot be boring if you create like a fun, but it gotta be like a smart fun. I mean, they can be a little risque sometimes, because that's just, you know, probably the twin or whatever, because the twin has like, you know, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. One is cool, one is a little bit crazy, you know, one a little deranged. But you can have so much fun with the Gemini, and they're good listeners. They're good listeners, and if you need them, they'll be there, you know, mainly to listen. You just can't get on their nerves too bad, because they do have a lot in their head, you know, and if they feel like they didn't talk to you already about it, and you're not taking like their advice, or you still seem to be, you know, doing, you know, stuff that isn't very smart, you know, they'll just be done with it, and they'll be done with you. They'll be like, you know what, I don't care what you do. I already told you how I felt about it, so whatever, you know. And they want to be loved, you know, like most people. They want to be loved, but they want to be loved how they want to be loved, okay? And you kind of have to adapt to that. And if you can't love them the way they feel like they should be loved, they want to hurry up and get rid of you. Okay, so that they can bring in that new love and forget all about that old love, okay, because they want to forget it so they can have a clean slate, and they have a knack for doing that. They don't want to bring anything old into anything new, so the quicker they get rid of you, the faster they can move on, find a new love, and start over again from there. That's your Gemini. What else can I say about my lovable Geminis? Other than, like I said, they're Mercury, they're mutable, which means that they can adapt. So if you have something intelligent, or you have a goal that you can communicate with them and make it make sense to them, they'll hear you out, and they'll help you implement it, or they'll implement it, and you know, and you just watch it grow from there, and they'll just be so happy. I mean, it's not hard to make Gemini women happy. It's not. And I mean, they're not very passionate, like as far as like in a sexual type nature. They're not very passionate like that, but they'll make up, you know, they'll make up for it in other ways. So, you know, you just gotta kind of, how can I say, if you may not be an intellectual person, so if you're not an intellectual person, and you're not, you know, with all of the, you know, how can I say it, respect and all of these things that, you know, a good woman want to see, you know, the chivalry and all of these. If you're not with it, don't even bother with a Gemini, because they're gonna get rid of your ass. Plain and simple. And they don't care. And they mouth, oh my God. A Gemini will set your soul on fire. All right? Your whole existence will be just like disintegrated because their mouth, and they don't care. Don't give them social media, because they'll tear your whole world up typing it out. Like, because they got a chance to really, you know, they done tore you up, okay? They will say some stuff to you, and you'll be like, how did they even think that up? Like, to say something like that. Like, what made them even think to say something that crazy? A Gemini, man, again, that's that Mercury. That's that Mercury, man, that communication, that being able to verbalize and just the thought, just raw thought they're going to say, and they have no remorse. They don't, because they feel like, well, you shouldn't have did what you did, and I would have never had to let you know like that. But I'm going to let you know, because why wouldn't I? Like, that's stupid. If I feel this way, I'm going to let you know how I feel. And you know what I mean? And sometimes, you know, again, they can flip-flop, like, real quick. And you won't know what's on their mind. Like, how can I say it? You might think that they're upset. Like, say if they're going to a classroom, and they already have it in their mind, I don't want nobody in there talking to me at all. So I'm going to go in there with attitude just so don't nobody talk to me. But really, I'm happy. You know, really, they be happy. But they tell themselves, before I go in this classroom, I'm about to tear my whole face up. You know, I'm about to go in there with the, you know, with the grimace and everything, you know. And just so won't nobody talk to me. Okay? And that's how Gemini operate. You might think that they're upset, and they won't be. They'll be happy. Okay? And feeling great. And you'll be like, what's wrong with you? Nothing. I'm good. What's wrong with you? You know? And that's your Gemini. But again, it's not a whole lot to Gemini other than just respecting them, you know, and having something up in this noggin. All right? Oh, you got to have some money, too, because if you don't got no money, they're not going to be bothered with you at all. Same as Virgo. Same as Virgo. Virgo got to either have your bank or their bank. But somebody going to have some money, okay? And, or especially if it's Mars and Virgo. Mars and Virgo female ain't going to be bothered with you if you don't got no job or nothing. So same thing. They're both ruled by Mercury, and you know, great communication, adaptable. But you really do have to watch out for that twin with Gemini. But they're not two-faced. They're really not. They can just understand in ways that you probably can't. And they can understand this friend, and they can understand that friend, and probably a few more friends out there. But that doesn't make them two-faced. And they don't feel like it's a problem if they commented on either one situation, even if it was, you know, whatever, an argument between, you know, mutual friends or whatever. Like, so what? I'm her friend and I'm her friend. I understood what she was saying. I understood what she was saying. So what? And, hey, what you see is what you get. So that's the Gemini. I mean, if you guys had any questions for as the Gemini woman that I didn't answer, because they are quite complicated. But again, if you find yourself vexed, just know that you're dealing with one twin and not the other, and give it time, and the other twin coming. So you probably was talking to the other twin last time and think that it was this one, and this one like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. And that's how serious it is, because it really plays out like that. Okay? This one might not know what you're talking about. And you're like, but I just told you this yesterday. But you wasn't talking to that one. You was talking to the other one. Okay? So they have a duality. And that's just what it is. Major air. Major air sign. Mutable. But again, they're way up there. And you just got to try to get up there with them. I love you, Gemini. There you go. And if you guys got any questions, let me know. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. And I will answer any comments that you guys may have for me, or if it's something that you want me to talk about. I think I'm going to do a Cancer video next. Learn your Cancer. And I know some Cancers too. And I mean, yeah, we're going to get it in with that one. But thank you guys for watching. And again, have a good one. And sending out love, blessings, and positive vibes for everybody. Okay? Have a good one, guys.